A lot of people don't know this about me. I was adopted when I was 9 months. My mom put me into foster care anonymously, and I was adopted at a young age into a great family, mother and father who raised me in a middle class environment. I was a horrible student. It wasn't because I think I wasn't smart, it was just because I was not interested in school. I used to turn in my papers blank. I used to turn in my tests blank and go back to sleep. Had no interest in school. Didn't really do too much in sports when I was a kid, but I was always interested in working out and fitness. Ever since I was a kid, I started out, my first job was as a janitor in a health food store, and I had many jobs in fitness as far as working in gyms and things of that nature as I was coming up. I always liked fitness, always knew I wanted to stay fit, always thought it was important to look good because the way you look is the way you feel, and people treat you based upon that. So I was always into that. I think the basis of success is really, especially for me, was just getting out there and wanting to work and then figuring it out as you go. I knew I did a lot of crappy jobs, and I knew what I didn't want to do as I was coming up, but I wasn't afraid to take those crappy jobs. I was in corporate before I became an entrepreneur, and I was blindsided in 2008 by the financial crisis. So I basically lost everything I had. Lost my homes, lost all the savings. All the savings I just put into the stock market really washed away in front of my face at a lunch counter as the market was tanking. And so me and my wife lost everything that we had. We moved into basically the projects, right across from the projects in Atlanta and Bankhead Courts, and basically had to rebuild our life from there in a $20,000 home in Southwest Atlanta, where nobody I know would feel comfortable staying even for a night. I never want to experience that again, and most people haven't felt that kind of loss. So for me, it's a really, really, really big deal that we be successful. It's a really, really big deal that this is long-term success and not short-term success, because I never want to go back and have to tell my kids, we're moving, out of this house, we're moving out of this school. Oh, daddy couldn't pay the bills and put this together for you. So protection of your family from poverty, from loss, from financial ruin is really, really big to me. So a lot of time, if you were ever see me in the way I operate, I like to kind of like stack acorns, and it's really like a depression era mentality that you find a lot of time with people that are in their like 80s and 90s, because you felt what it feels like to lose that, and it's so painful you don't ever want to experience that again.